G'day guys, welcome to this episode of Aussie HD, and we're talking about my Lowrider S. And today I'm going to talk about bar risers. So what I've done to make this bike fit me better, being a little bit shorter in the arms, I needed some better reach. So let's have a look and I'll show you what I've done. I have fitted the Kraus Moto T-Rex Plate. Now that pushes the risers back 2 inches and raises them up about 1 inch. So these are not cheap, imported from the US, Australian dollars, and I'm always going to be talking Australian dollars. You can convert it to US dollars as you like. Conversion rate's around about 68 cents US to the Australian dollar. So 400 Australian dollars posted to me, and that's probably somewhere close, roughly a little underneath 300, probably 280 US dollars, I guess. Anyway, moving on to the bar risers. The standard risers are 4 inch straight up. These are 6.5 inch risers with a pullback, and that brings the handlebar position further back closer to me. Now that's great, but it also means you need longer cables, because the cables on their own just don't reach that amount of extension that I've put in. We also need a longer brake line. Beautiful brake line too, by the way, being fitted here. And again, beautiful clutch cable, longer clutch cable fitted there. And I can tell you all of that done. Well, wait a minute, because we do have to talk about the gauge. Now when you're sitting on the bike looking at the gauge, you really can't quite see the LED readout of the speedo and the other information that's on there. It's just too steep. So how do we solve that? Well, there is a solution to lay those gauges back. Let's go and have a look at that. So that solution is from Bunking, and Bunking provide a replacement handlebar bracket and a gauge pod bracket. And what that does is simply bolt directly onto here. It's been provided with longer bolts, and that will lay the gauge right down flat back to its original angle and solve all those problems. So let's go and get those fitted. Okay, now that we've got the gauge out, and it's a simple matter of removing these 4 bolts and swapping out that bracket. So now we've got this. That was a whole lot easier than I thought it would be. Looks quite nice. You do have the option with Bunking to go with a gloss finish on this bracket. This one is only a gloss finish, this top plate, but because the original factory bracket was a crinkle finish, and you've got crinkle finish on the rest of the bike in different parts, I went with the original factory look, so hence the crinkle finish there. But you can go gloss black if you wish to. And saying that, sitting on the bike now, you're looking directly at the gauge, and awesome position. Would be nice to have something engraved on there, you know, Harley Davidson logo would have been nice, but it looks great. I'm really happy with it, does the job. Saying that, these brackets, just those, nearly $400 Australian, and I guess at the end of the day, by the time I put the risers on, the extended cables, the beautiful brake line extension here, and also the beautiful clutch cable extension we've got here, the risers, this bracket, that bracket, I'm starting to lose count. But to move the original bars from this position up to this position and get the gauges correct, probably close to around about 18 or 1900 Australian dollars. So not a lot of change out of $2,000 to do that. Wow. Bunking have solved the problem, and the bar risers, the height and everything is just fantastic for me. Love it.